Hi.
Hi Stacey, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good. Take a seat.
Thank you.
How's that puppy of yours settling in?
She's fine. She's been quite annoying actually. She's chewing everything, and she also doesn't sleep at night, so she's howling at night.
Oh no.
Which is quite annoying because I really like my sleep.
Yeah.
No, she's lovely. I've always been more of a cat person than a dog person, so it's a bit of getting used to for me. But she's really cute. She's only like this big.
Oh, what's her name?
Daisy. It's between Daisy and Poppy. We asked quite a few people like which name they prefer. I think everyone kind of went with Poppy, but I wanted Daisy anyway, so I just went with that name.
Oh, that's cute. Well, thank you for coming and meeting with me.
That's okay.
I know you've been having regular monthly catch-ups with your team leader.
Yep.
So this is just your yearly appraisal, and it's your first one with us. So how are you feeling about that?
Okay, I'm feeling a little bit nervous because I've never really had one before. Even
Okay.
with previous employers, I've never really had a proper one, so I don't really know what to expect. So I'm okay. I'm just a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Okay. Well, don't be. This is a chance for us to reflect on the year that you've had, give you some feedback, and then look at what we want to build on for next year, and hopefully make you as happy and productive, as engaged as we can be. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get the job description and self-appraisal form I sent you last week?
Yeah, I completed the self-appraisal, which I think you've got because I gave it to my team leader to give to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a look at the job description, which looks okay. Seems to match what I think it should do.
Yeah, I think it's a fair reflection of the duties you're carrying out.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. I've got your self-appraisal form here as well. Is there any questions about the process that we have to go through?
No, don't think so.
Okay, this is the form, the review form that we'll work on together,
Okay.
and we'll work to complete this, and then what I'll do is I'll type it all up after we've had our meeting today,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll send you a copy tomorrow to have a look through, and then we'll get that all signed off. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. So, looking at your performance, I've got some figures here for the last year.
So this is just mine.
Yeah, this is just you.
Okay.
It looks like you've done really well, so you've hit all your targets. That's fantastic. Really pleased with that. You've always exceeded your targets quite significantly, but we noticed the last couple of months you haven't been as much, and they've been declining almost. And I just wondered if there was anything really that was bothering you or affecting you.
Not necessarily to do with the role, because as you
Okay.
say, I'm kind of hitting my targets anyway, and
Yeah.
always like to sort of pride myself in being quite a high achiever in whatever role I'm doing. But I have found the team have been quite unwelcoming towards me.
Okay.
I don't really get invited to social events, and obviously I always hear them talking about stuff that's happened at the weekend,
Yeah.
so I know that they happen. And it's kind of affected my confidence a little bit because I don't really know what I've done wrong.
Okay. Well, that's certainly not what we want to hear. How do you think we could look to integrate you more with the team then?
Well, I think sort of trying to talk to them when they're, as a group, I find quite intimidating because it's obviously quite a few people in the team. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, talking to one of them on a one-on-one basis.
Okay. Well, one of the things that I'd really like to see is you to get to best-in-class status, actually. So I was thinking about buddying you up perhaps with one of the top performers.
Okay.
So that gives you an opportunity to see what they're doing, gather some tips on kind of how they're hitting their targets and achieving things. But it also gives you that time to have a bit of one-on-one time with a team member.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm obviously just a little bit nervous about how they're going to perceive me because obviously there was that grievance that got raised against me. And I honestly think that was just a miscommunication.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a bad person. I just possibly come across as a bit of a closed book sometimes.
Okay.
Which I suppose can come across as I'm a bit rude or a bit abrupt, or that I'm not interested in what they have to say, but I'm the type of person where I have to feel that they're welcoming first before I then let my guard down.
Yeah.
So hopefully buddying up with someone, that person will know that actually I'm not as bad as what they think I am, and hopefully will kind of tell the others.
Okay, well I think everybody's different, and you haven't been here for a massive amount of time, which a lot of the other employees have, so they've all bonded. I thought about maybe, if you feel that way, then why don't we look at perhaps doing some work shadowing as well?
Okay.
So individually with all of the team, you can spend a bit of time with all of them one-on-one, get to know them, build that relationship, and you wouldn't feel as intimidated because it's not a big group.
Mm-hmm. No, that sounds good. Yeah, that was
Okay.
one thing I was worried about feeling intimidated.
Okay, well we can certainly have a look at doing that. Perhaps maybe a team building event early next year for your team?
Well, like a fun one?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, okay, well I'll make a note of that as well. I do think it's a perception thing sometimes. I know that I have had some feedback that sometimes you appear a bit disinterested or unengaged, You have had some absence of work that seems to have been a bit of a pattern the last couple of months. Is there anything else underlying that I can help with, or that there is an issue?
I have taken a few days off sick, which tend to be more towards the end of the week.
Okay.
Which I am aware of. I didn't think it was affecting me as much as it has done, but obviously it is. But I have been having some lower back pain. I've kind of had it on and off for quite a while now, but it seems to be getting worse.
Okay.
So that's probably why I've been taking days off sick.
Okay. Have you done your manual handling online?
Yeah.
And you passed that okay?
Mhm.
Okay. Have you seen your GP?
No, I'm kind of one of these people that I don't want to go unless it's something really, really serious and bother them with it, because I was kind of hoping it would just go by itself and take painkillers and use a hot water bottle and stuff. And as I said, like at the start of the week, it's normally okay. It's when it comes towards the end of the week I struggle a bit more.
Okay. I would really recommend that you see your GP then in that case, and then you can feed back to us anything that they tell you that you're comfortable with. How would you feel about me referring you to occupational health? I think that's something that you might benefit from as well.
What is that, occupational health? Am I in trouble? Is that why you're sending me there?
No. So occupational health is an independent team of medical specialists that we refer our staff to, and they are there to assess the situation independently and decide if there's anything more as a business we could be doing to help you. So accommodating any injuries you might have or any problems you might have, and try and come to a solution that will help you and support you through that. Does that sound like something you could be okay with?
Sounds good, yeah. I've never really had anything like that before. Like previous employers never really had anything like that. So it's nice that you're supporting me with that. So thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Also, one thing I just wanted to bring up, if it's okay, is I know that there's a Christmas do coming up.
Yeah.
I haven't actually had any invitations from it, so I don't know whether I'm actually invited or not.
Okay, yes, of course, all our employees are invited to the Christmas do.
Okay.
I'm really sorry if you haven't been invited. That must have been an oversight on someone's part, and I will ensure that that invitation gets to you.
Okay. I mean, I'd really like to go. Obviously, hopefully, if I can build up these relationships, then I won't feel as nervous about going.
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't been invited in the past, but I've missed some other things as well, and I think you guys do some charity events.
Yeah, we're big supporters of charity here, and actually they're always looking for members of the board to join them. So if that's something that you wanted to get involved in with charity, but also it would help you build relationships with wider stakeholders and people within the business, then maybe you should put yourself forward for that.
Okay, so do I just go up and speak to the committee myself and just...
You can do. I'll send you a copy of the events calendar so you can see what's coming up, and I'll send you the contact of who you can get hold of to discuss whether there's any opportunities there.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. I know that you were keen to progress to a team leader position.
Yeah.
So I think that's great. We really want to support progression throughout the business. I think one of the most important things for team leaders is to have good relationships. So I think working on your relationships with the team that you're in now and within the business is our first point of call. I think that's a really good thing that we can do positively to reinforce and strengthen and get you to where you need to be for that. Also, let's work on your productivity in the next month or so. Get you back up to where you were, so you're feeling comfortable with what you're doing, and then look at it in an next review.
Okay.
And I could put one in for perhaps in 4 weeks' time. We can get together again and we can look at the figures and we can discuss how you're feeling, talk about your back, and look at a plan. How does that sound?
Will that just be like me and you?
Yeah, that'll be me and you. Yeah.
And if I have any issues in the meantime, can I just come either speak to you or speak to my team leader?
You can speak to either of us, or you can speak to HR. The door is always open in all instances.
Okay, that's good.
So, should we just summarise quickly what we're going to do?
Yeah.
So, if I organise another meeting for 4 weeks' time, you're happy with that? Okay, and I'll set up a buddy and work shadowing rota for you. And then after we've done that, we can maybe talk about doing a team building event in January.
With the team building event, are we going to have the opportunity for sort of the whole team to get involved in planning that and come up with some ideas?
Yeah, well, maybe you guys could suggest some ideas of things that you might like to go and do together as a team. Okay, so we'll have a look at that as a team. So let's get your rotoring and shadowing and buddying stuff out of the way first, and then we'll look at the team building event.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll book you an occupational health appointment. We'll get the results back and see what else we can do to support you then with those back problems.
And with the health appointment, will that be during work hours or will I have to go on my own time?
No, you can go in work hours, that's absolutely fine. I'll forward you the social events calendar and give you the contacts so you can perhaps talk to them about getting further involved and doing some fun stuff. and then I'll write all this up and get it to you by tomorrow.
Okay.
So for you, I think going forward, we need to work on your figures, focus on productivity, and keep those figures either constant or going up. Engage with the social committee, and I hope to see you at some events in the future running them.
Hopefully.
Go to your GP and advise HR of the outcome, because that's important. We don't want you suffering in any way. And look at working on those relationships and really building them and strengthening them, so we can look to developing you down the line.
Sounds good. I kind of want to have a fresh start after that grievance, and obviously I want to get back up to where I was before. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
I feel really good now that we've got a proper plan in place. So.
Yeah. It's time to focus on the future and get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
See you.